Hey, what's up, guys? It's Mark Thompson here, and I thought I would do a quick training video just to kind of show you guys how I go about repurposing my content. Specifically, I'm going to talk about how I'm able to write a blog post or have one of my content writers write a blog post, and how I'm able to really maximize the content because I'm a firm believer in kind of working smarter, not harder. And there's always lots of different ways that you can repurpose, reuse content. Because let's face it, not everybody likes to read content or not everybody likes to watch a video. Everybody is a little bit different. We're creatures of habit, and everyone wants to consume content and information in a different way. So here's just kind of a walkthrough of exactly what I do. So just follow me on this one. So say that I write a blog post, okay? And so obviously I'm going to publish this to my blog, okay? So that'll get published on my blog. Now, I could also do a bunch of other things to it, okay? I'm going to share it on doc sharing sites, okay? So there's sites like docstock.com and scrib.com and slideshare.com. Okay, and so those are probably the three main ones, but there's lots of document sharing sites out there. Now, what I may do is tailor the blog post for each of these sites, which will only take me about 30 seconds. So like SlideShare, they now allow you to upload PDFs and other documents like that, but they're most known for slideshows. So you could take your content and put it into a really mini slideshow presentation and then optimize each of these for search engines. So have an optimized title tag, blog post title, or document title, and maybe alternate the titles so it's a little bit different than your original blog post. And these have a really good chance to rank organically on top of your blog post that you're trying to rank for. Okay, so I would submit those to those three document sharing sites. Okay, and then there'd be a few other things that I would do. Okay, I could hire someone to rewrite the content. Oops, rewrite original post. And now I could do that a few different ways. I could hire someone to do it. I could get some spinning software to do it. And now once I've done that, I may create a few different versions of it. Okay, that way I can submit it to article sites. Okay, like eZine articles. eZine articles, Go articles is another big one. Okay, then I could also do like Web 2.0 properties as well. So I could do like squidoo.com and hubpages.com and create individual pages for each of those. Okay. Now another thing that I like to do, okay, is I will take. Now let's see here. So I have my blog post here, right? Now that's what I usually do for one blog post. So say now that I have a whole bunch of other blog posts here, okay? And they're all getting published. Sorry, it's looking a little funky now, but you get the point. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new one here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all these different blog posts and I'm going to create a PDF or a white paper. Okay, now what I'm going to do is create a squeeze page out of this. And I'm building my list, okay? Building an email list. Okay, so all I'm doing is I'm taking the 3, 4, 5 different blog posts, that content there, and I'm going to just turn it into a PDF or a white paper, and I'm going to make people opt in, okay, to build my email list. Okay, so I'm going to create a squeeze page for it. Now, another thing that I would do is, and this is all over time, right? I mean, you're not going to just go and create a ton of content all at once, okay? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a, let's see, I'm going to create a product. Okay, the product is just going to be repurposed content. Okay, repurpose maybe, I don't know, 30 to 40 blog posts. Okay, and I'll turn that into video training. Okay, and I may also go a little bit more in depth. Okay, and add stuff. So it's unique. Okay, so we have a PDF, a white paper, a product. Okay, and another thing that I may do is create a webinar. Okay, so I'll create a webinar. I will create a presentation with content. Okay, whoops, and I will pitch my products. Okay, so everything kind of relates together. Now, you may need to add some additional things. You may want to add, like, complement it with a piece of software. Okay, so I'll pitch my product. My product is going to be the original product that I took all my 30 or 40 blog posts and created video training out of it. And the second thing that I may add to that product is maybe a piece of software that can help increase or the production of whatever it is that you're training. Okay, now these all should be tightly themed. Okay, it should be around a theme. Okay, and it solves a big problem. Okay, that people have in your industry. Okay, so that's why people buy products, to solve problems, to make things more efficient. So starting out with one blog post, as you can see, can now before I get into that, let me talk about why we're repurposing this content. Okay, and actually I'm going to add one more here, YouTube video. Okay, now here's what I've done. I've taken a simple blog post, I've put it on my blog, which in turn can go on your RSS feed. It can get published on Twitter. It can get published on Facebook fan page or your personal profile. Okay, this can get promoted on LinkedIn. Okay, RSS feed. Okay, and like say Google Plus. Okay, so now your blog post is getting put on Google Plus, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, RSS feeds. Okay, now some people like text. Okay, they like reading it just on your own blog. Some people have an RSS reader, okay, like Google Reader, where they aggregate all of their content into RSS feeds. So now you're catering to them. People who like Google Plus, you're catering to people on Google Plus, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the same thing. Okay. Now you can take that blog post and you can create a video on it. Okay, just talking about what it is that you're writing about. Upload it to a YouTube channel. This has a really good chance to rank well in Google organic search because, as you know, YouTube videos are becoming a bigger part of the search engine algorithms. Document sharing sites. I use this mainly for link building. Okay, all of these are pointing back to my original blog post and I'm building backlinks. Same thing with the article sites and the Web 2.0 properties. All of these sites are linking back to my main blog. So I'm building backlinks and I'm also getting organic traffic from this blog post or from these backlinks. Okay, so again, going back and just kind of summarizing what I do here, I'll take a blog post, I'll syndicate it out across article, Web 2.0 properties, doc sharing sites, I'll create a YouTube video, and I'll syndicate it on social sharing sites. I'll take lots of different blog posts and I'll create a PDF or a white paper. Now your website is a list building mechanism. Okay, so you're having people opt in to kind of get to summarize all that content into one PDF. Okay. Now another thing you could even do that I haven't even mentioned yet is an autoresponder sequence. So so you're building your list, right? Make this a little bit bigger, and now you can drip feed content in email number 1, email number 2, okay, email number 3, and so you could have like a 5 to as long as you want, autoresponder sequence where you're building value with your audience and you're just repurposing the content. You may want to tweak it a little bit so it's unique and maybe add, but you can always stem off of whatever it is that you're talking about in your blog post. Okay, and then once you have all that content, it's really just a matter of repurposing it so you can create a product and actually sell it. So then you can sell it on your website. Okay, you can sell it on webinars and create a presentation and pitch your product. So that is how I go about repurposing my content. It takes, obviously this happens over time, but the more content you create, the more ways you can kind of bring it out to the forefront, which is really important because, if you take the time to write a good blog post or a good piece of content, you don't you want to maximize the exposure that it gets. And like I said, some people like watching videos and they may not actually see the written form of your blog post, or it may be something totally unique when they watch it on a video if they read about it. Okay, so this is kind of my strategy. I'll provide you guys this this mind map, and so hopefully this does help you guys with repurposing your content. All right, guys. Talk to you guys soon.